Alright, so I'm actually going to go ahead and save really quick, and then we're going to get on to the final bits of the, I guess it should be the last stuff here. Let's look at our abilities right quick. We still need 500 points basically to unlock that. We'll be good when we get that. We'll be as powerful as we can get basically at this point. So, okay, let's look at the stone. Did I not? Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense. Come on. It still counts as Ragnarok. What the heck? Alright. So, I believe if we go over here, everything should be 100% done with these guys. We'll go to do Silver Linings. Yeah, let's watch, or let's look here. I had to hear him do it one more time. We're done.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Oh, did we do it?
You earned this.
Fallen Enigma.
Best of luck out there.
Alright, that's done. That's 100%. So what is the Fallen Enigma? What is that? Okay, well, it's just something that can be traded for Gil. Let's go talk to Karen really quick, and then we'll get on with it and finish up these quests. That should be a good video's worth. And then we'll get to it.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Talking so much has the last few days for so long
Come again.
has
Oh, don't. I'm not much
got
bothered
me
either way.
my throat to have a tickle. So, last thing. No. We'll come back and do that at the end. So, we've got to go to Martha's Rest.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo near some gutted hovel not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Okay.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Oh, 1,000 cash.
The people of the rest may seem to be in high spirits. I give them a little while.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone. Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
All right. Well,
I've got greens of all
Looking for
shapes
shelter.
and sizes. Colours too.
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
Look, Daddy. Shining so brightly. Isn't it pretty?
I don't know where to look. Oh, here we go.
Can I help you with summit?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo
Okay.
sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But since I'm already here... Come on. Run like the wind. All right.
So these things are no longer acacia.
Thanks, Gal.
That is the one for the Phoenix. So now they're open though. I did not know which one it was, so that means that there's got to be one for Shiva, and I guess all of them.
Tracks. They're not left by bandits for a change.
This reminds me of
More
7.
tracks. And these look fresh. The chocobo was here. And recently. Perhaps it still is. I don't hear anything. Well, I'll be damned. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
All right. That was the chocobo.
It was no trouble.
That was the can we go? Can we go?
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Crystal's crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter.
Why not?
Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Nameless, why can you not see? All right. I guess we're going to the infirmary. My left ear is itching so bad I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to stop for a second. So I don't know how much the other quest is going to be, but this quest is almost done. I think that most likely that other quest is going to be about a 30-minute quest. I don't know. But I will finish it before the end of the video.
There's something about it.
Me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is,
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did. Aye. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, me lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced. Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
Ah, you know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. Well, with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. Me whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout?
Yeah.
Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword.
Stay away from my girl.
I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Quest complete. That should be another thing. Winter need. Yep, curiosity. We should get one more curiosity. Let's see. this should be the last part, the last quest.
My lord, your grace. I hardly recognize you. I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else?
Home.
Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
All right. Let's do this!
Titan's Wake is to the north of here. But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
Okay. Just gonna go to the gilded path. To the gilded path. Alright. We're gonna have to get off of the chocobo and kill that thing this time.
Eyes peeled, Joshua.
Hey, wait a minute. Where are the enemies?
Straight home now.
Oh, there it is. There we go. Seymour. Hello, beastie.
For House Rosfield.
for House Rossfield!
Get him!
Got him. Dun da da da! And we got 2 Hearthstone.
Is this the Hearthstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
I swear, my ear just will not stop. I don't know what's going on with it tonight. It just will not stop. It's like it's got something down in it, and every few minutes it just wants to sting really bad. I hate when something like that happens. You just cannot get rid of it. And it only happens when, of course, when you're wearing a headset.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Hearthstone claimed.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame, it is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith. The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms, only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
All right. Founder's Grasp. Let's see what that is.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay your father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril.
Gotta cut that fan off. Woo!
Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Okay, where's it at? Let's see here.
Unwavering will.
Alright, I want to see if this does.
Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world?
Now, I have a little bit missing.
To have overcome Father's political enemies?
I'm just wanting to see what happens.
Certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
It's not doing it right now. Kipper, what are you doing? We gotta turn around and go back. I don't know how to get to it. Oh, there we go. Last night, I spilled some... I was gonna get some peanuts, and I spilled some on his head and on my leg, and he licked my leg half the night after that. Stop.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart. never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
There we go. That should be the final part. Yep. All right. Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain him until departing for Origin. Okay. Wow, I thought it was going to be different. So I want to test something since we got a little bit of time. It seems that if we're running and there's not anything to do, if the HP bar up there disappears for some reason, it seems like it's allowing me to regain my health, but I don't know why it's doing that.
Damn it. The whole village is turned.
Okay. We're going to run up to Martha's Rest. I like that you can fast travel mid-battle. Alright. I believe that's all, though I just didn't want to be there. Oh, we got one more! Good, good. We can have a little bit of extra time to finish this one. Alright. Okay. Let's run up here, see what this is, and then I guess that's going to be the last thing. I thought that was the last one anyway. What I want it to do is run up here and see if there's any more of these. I think that we got them all. No, there's one. Oh, there's 3 more still. There might be 3 more things to do. Battle Helm, Quill, and the Mead. So there's actually 3 more, and I don't know how to get them. I reckon there's 3 more here. Concern for Jill. Though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart, and we would be poor friends indeed if we did not seek to lighten that burden, even but only a fraction. Before we depart for the skies, I would speak on this more in private. Yes, absolutely, that's my girl.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Riot. Prioritize. Wow. Okay. Okay, he wants to be my strength. Stop. Okay. Okay. Go talk to Joshua. Let me make sure that all of my
It's a dangerous world out there.
all my stuff is
that all?
good to go.
Joshua, I read your message. And you're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Okay. There may be more quests to do after this. I don't really even know. I'm just... Oh. Here be Rossfields. Okay, that's all areas of the world.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
Has nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Really? I just got here. It's gonna keep on giving me side quests until I stop doing them, I guess.
Let's hope one of the...
Is that...
Gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Wait. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen...
This is about the only game in history that jumping actually slows you down.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilefeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, there was a few places that I couldn't get to. Or not that I couldn't get to, but there was a few places that kept saying, "Oh, hey, there's."
And now might I help the
Oh
garrison?
no, it's where we fought that thing. Anyway, it kept saying that it was not completed yet, so I was like, "Where the heck? What the heck is going to be going on here?" Maybe this will be the last quest because this is going to be taking us to most of the stuff that we had not seen up until now, so, or not really not seen, but places we had not actually that did not say complete, I should say. I keep getting confused because I'm looking at the what's around me.
Ready, go?
Yeah!
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Yep, there they are. Okay.
Have care.
What do you see, boy?
Oh boy.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
This one! Over here!
go.
That was harder than I expected. But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Okay.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Oh, Jill, right? Yeah. Okay, where's she at? Oh, she's on my balcony.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
I hope we don't have to fight anything else.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you. Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
He misses so many opportunities. That's when he needed to just take her hand.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw
a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Please be the last side mission.
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
I knew
together.
I knew from the time that everything started that they were going to be together. I just knew. Oh, that's one of the things. She was... Yes, okay. So, there's still 2 things missing. And I don't know if they're going to be 2 more side quests or what. Joining hands with Jill. Jill has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing. Oh, there's no more side quest. Oh my gosh! There's no more side quest! What? Complete? We done it! Okay! Back to the hideaway for just a minute. Oh my gosh, we have done 100% of everything besides the story now. Let's just make sure that I do have everything in stock.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Is
So
that
we're
all?
good to go. All right. Here we go.